Hi guys. So a lot of people have been saying that about the intro being long. If you want to skip the intro, there's timestamps in the description. So you can just click on the description box and it will show you the timestamps and it will take you straight to the content. It's just like 10 minutes in, just go to the description box and then expand the description box and then you'll be able to go straight to the content if you want to ignore the intro. Okay, thanks for listening.
I don't know, but
No, you know what you need, Chantal? You need to get your butt out of the Middle East. You need to go back to Canada and you need to start living a life that isn't just a big scam. I mean, this is silly. You're going to be 40 years old. You're out here, I mean, following some 29-year-old thinking that he's going to love you and marry you and make a life with you and whatever. Girl, come on. He laughs at you. He makes fun of you. I mean, why do you think you're over there with him? Because you guys are living it up? I mean, yeah, you really look like you're living it up. You really look like you're happy. What you need to do is you need to go back to Canada. You need to start putting in hard work. And you need to, if a relationship is really what you want, if that's your end game in life, I know it is for some people. If that's really what you want, someone to love you, someone to call you baby, someone to give you affirmations, whatever. I mean, slow steps. I mean, whatever. Get on the dating apps, work on yourself. Get back to a point where you can walk for more than a minute without getting dizzy. I mean, that would, if I were that in that place, that would be my number one priority. Not who's going to call me baby when I put my head down at night. I mean, girl, come on. I mean, you're not going to be able to heal in this environment, let alone thrive. You're talking about energy. You're sitting here telling us how you're about to fall asleep.
so you're getting help and you want to dunk on Chantel? And that's why I think Shannon and FFG's chemistry is so beautiful, because they're so similar. FFG has to be the hero. That's why she has to always dunk on Chantel with something. Like when she did the thing with BBJ, I stand on this. She did her big one. She did her big one with that one, especially with the way Chantel was running her mouth talking about FFG's dogs and all. When I saw her pull that off, I said, leave it to Chantel to have me applaud FFG. I was pissed. I was like, oh, this was so good. She trolled the fuck out of you. Oh my God. So, just so we're clear, and you heard it here first. What happened with BBJ, rescuing BBJ? The BBJ rescue to FFG will be with the 89 LBs are to Amber. You will always hear about it for years to come. Always. That's never going to die. She did her big one. She had to make it public. And for those saying, oh, it's for the money, I think you guys forget, I've said this before, multiple things can be right at once. She did her big one and definitely helped BBJ, because at this point, I think almost anybody's better than Chantel. But yes, of course it was for the money. If it wasn't for the money, she wouldn't have made it public. Of course it was for the money. Are you kidding? The bitch held she shopped for BBJ's collar on stream. She shopped for a cat to get a Gucci collar for a cat. Of course it was for money. But I'm not going to take away the fact that, like, at least she got BBJ. But yes, it was for money. Yes, it was for content. Are you crazy? That is her 89 LBs, bitch. She is never letting that go. That will always be content in some way.
Isms. So, French fried girls should be worried because Chantal was threatening to sue again. Shadowed that she might have returned to Canada to handle some other business, and she would handle that while she was there. I would be terrified if I was French fried girl. So terrified. This is the woman who couldn't even make a vet appointment, and she's going to coordinate a multi-person lawsuit because she felt duped about her cat being given to somebody else. By her to somebody else. But she couldn't tell you who because the selfish bitch wouldn't even walk down the stairs to go say bye. She handed it to Pete's. Again, many reasons we can't follow through with our commitments. So, And Chantal doesn't have much tolerance for distress or discomfort. If something isn't exactly the way she wants to eat it, she's not going to eat it. If it's not the right temperature, she's not going to eat it. So you would think someone as large as her would be much more picky, but or would be much less picky. But actually, some of the more morbidly obese people I know are rather picky about their food. And like other folks who deal with addiction, can get pretty nasty if they don't get what they want. How many people think that they've probably fought about food a couple times already? I'm sure he was fine with her coming over, but she farted out a bunch of promises initially that she was I'm gonna go to the gym and lose weight and it'll be great and I'll be going to the beach and we'll be travel beezing. If you're too fat for a plane, you gotta do something. Because now you can't even get out of there in a hurry if you need to. There's no shame in buying 2 plane seats if you need them, but if you don't like that you need them or that you're cutting it close to needing them, whose job is it to change the shape of Chantal's body? Yours? Mine? A pill? Some Ozempic? No, it comes down to Chantal and what she chooses to do. At this point, she's had more resources and opportunities and access to treatment over the years that most people don't give a shit how she feels, or that she probably can't handle all of her ADLs maybe on her own, because she was always such a nasty, self-centered person that her discomfort brings people pleasure. We've heard of Schadenfreude. You know, it's the same sort of thing. I don't.
So we saw some boats pass by while we were hanging out by the riverside and decided after we were done hanging out by the river to see if we could find a dock and take a boat ride ourselves. On our way,
it was his hard-earned money to try to buy her food that would support her health. And then either she ordered it without him or he came to reason of, look, I don't love you so much that $250 isn't worth risking your health to me. So if you really love me, Chantal, really, really love me, you'll go on there, eat yourself half to death, and give me the cash. So, I don't know. And she wants privacy. Okay. And where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? He's out with the boys. Thailand, from what I understand, has a very, very active sex scene. So, I'm sure he'll text you. But at any rate, this week we're going to... But she's sitting there, not a lot of people around, but it was the old eyes darting. Remember the outhouse? Or going for Burger King and then sitting in the parking lot, full face of makeup, looking all over the place to see who's looking and who's watching. She's out proud and doesn't care, but hawks like she's ashamed of what she's engaging in. So when she's sitting there with Sala eating, and there's people, you know, not a lot of people, because they go everywhere when it's closed. She's afraid of people, and they want to be able to film, and they're weird. They're weird. She likes getting attention, but standing out doesn't really, like, I think she probably feels like people are staring, because they are staring. It's a spectacle. She's 4 times the size of a normal woman. So I think people are going to stare. That shouldn't be unexpected. Is it rude? Is it cruel? I don't know. Bottom line, it shouldn't be unexpected. And to act shocked would be kind of stupid as well. You've read about it a little bit and saw it on TikTok. Please look better after yourself. Take better care of yourself. If not you, for your husband that you told us you loved so much. How much do you love him if you're willing to eat yourself to death because it's too difficult to try to get better beyond 36 hours? If you're not a 12-stepper, but the bondage of self. She's so obsessed with meeting her own wants and needs that she, to her inadvertently, steps on people and hurts people in that way. There's another side of Chantal that is a complete sociopath and pretty much doesn't care about feelings, doesn't know how to act. That's why we had the wedding cake and candles and she erupted like she was going to shit her pants, because she doesn't know what happiness feels like, so she doesn't demonstrate what it looks like. She doesn't know love. She doesn't know any of those feelings. And so with all this spinning in her head, her marriage on the line, her citizenship being up, she goes on a diet.
One, I'm pretty, okay? That has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying, you can get away with a lot if you're pretty. Number one, I'm pretty.
Okay, guys, so this is the trailer for Femme. It's been released in Europe, but it's out. It's a thriller, and I've seen it. It's a fantastic film. It is out in Spain, and it is out in the US on March the 22nd. So here is the trailer.
Bitches are big man, this high heels. Well, you can turn around if you're a fucking man. You're letting them win.
How you want to deal with that?
I think you're a nice looking lad. On your front. I'm a nice guy. If you disrespect me, fuck you up. I get that. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, you know. You're a fucking big man. I best remember not to fuck with you then.
Hi guys, this will be just a quick one, and welcome to Tailored Talk. So guys, when you go out with a friend or on a date, you may choose to get dressed up and look your best, right? Depends on which friend you're hanging out with, but if it's a first date, you may want to make a good impression. Put on your best trousers, your best shoes, your best blouse, your best dress. I'm saying this because mainly women watch the foodie vids. So you may want to wear your best shoes, best blouse, best dress, best dungarees, whatever you like, to go out and have a good time. Even if it's with a friend, you may put on jewelry, cologne, perfume, anything, spruce yourself up to try and make yourself look your best. And that can be with a friend or something more. So it always baffles me that Foodie Beauty took the huge leap of getting married, devoting her life to someone else. Foodie Beauty made Salah Al-Satan her life partner, and yet she made no effort to change. It's like she threw $9,000 at Salah and then immediately felt like that money gave her permission to go downhill. Foodie didn't even try. Sure, she did go to the gym and she got those diet boxes, but it was all for content. She stopped going to the gym, she stopped getting those diet boxes, and now lives off fast food. But now she doesn't exercise. She doesn't exercise in the condo by herself. She doesn't go down to the condo gym anymore. Remember when Salah timed her in the gym? And I'm not going to talk about the pool, because that pool is a mouldy, disgusting, dirty health hazard. She doesn't go out for short walks. She's been in Kuwait for over 2 years, and she doesn't speak basic Arabic. She doesn't try to meet other women. There are plenty of expats in Kuwait from all over that can speak fluent English. She doesn't try to find them online. She doesn't spend time or seem very interested in trying to meet or communicate with Salah's family or friends. Her manners and gross habits are still the same. Foodie Beauty's life still revolves around shisha, weed and food, just like it did at the villa. Proof of this is the very first time that Foodie got Salah on camera and they was filming like them first spending time together in the car. Instead of Foodie doing a husband tag with Salah or doing an Ask My Husband Anything video, Salah took her to Burger King and they messed around on the beach and just walked around the beach, and that was it. Usually when you first meet somebody romantically, there's a honeymoon period where you may try to dress better, act better, kind of show off a little and be on your best behaviour. But Foodie never went through that stage with Salah. Foodie Beauty never put her best foot forward, and I find that really strange. Even in the first few months, when you really want to impress someone, Foodie Beauty never had a dramatic weight loss. She never tried to dress better, dress younger. She never substituted the hijab and wore a wig to make herself look more youthful. She never tried to exercise. She never tried to act more refined or less gross. Foodie never tried to change when she first met Salah, and I'm confused, because wouldn't marriage inspire you to be a better person? Wouldn't you try for your partner, even if it was faked? Because you're still going to have to spend time with this person. She's in his country for most of the year. Even on special occasions, Chantal is selfish. For example, on their anniversary, Salah bought her flowers and arranged a romantic evening with a cake and candles and soft music, soft lighting, all the rest of it. Foodie in response gave him nothing. He took her out for a meal also. He got nothing in return. On Salah's birthday in Thailand, she took him out for poutine, which was pointless because it's Foodie's favourite food. It's not his. He hates poutine. And they went to the mall and she bought him nothing. Creator Sansa Cooks notes that Foodie even walked past a bakery and didn't bother to get her birthday husband one slice of cake. She got him nothing on his birthday. Even on special occasions, she saves her money for her food and doesn't share. I do wonder how Salah feels continually getting his wife 2 to 3 takeouts every day. And if Chantal is watching, she can still do a Ask My Husband Anything tag, because we all know that Salah is a misogynistic creep who's kinky and a cheat. But people want to know more than that. Is there anything else to Salah than a really awkward, really sadistic trophy husband? You know, with a weird sense, well, that's also homophobic and racist, with a really weird sense of humour. Is there anything else to him? Everyone has a story, and in 2 years we know nothing about Salah. Money got him to agree to this marriage, but how is Foodie going to keep Salah in the long run? How much is Salah going to put up with just for Foodie's money? Okay guys, it was a short video today. That's the end of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're still here, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. See you in the next one.